What's going on, Pats Nation? Thank you everybody for joining me on my second episode of Cam's Pats Talk. Happy to have everybody, man. Let's get with it. Give a few minutes for a few people to jump in with us. Go ahead and talk about this Monday night football game, man. We had a big game on Monday night against the Cardinals. Oh my God, it wasn't a bad performance, but it was far from a good performance. I mean, we played okay. We could have played a whole lot better. But I mean, when you look at the final score, I don't think it's indicative on the game. I think it was a little closer than that. I mean, Kyler Murray got hurt to start the game off, so that kind of hurt things right there. And then I mean, Colt McCoy came in, he was serviceable, but our defense was able to just take care of it. Our defense got it done. Josh Uche had a big game, 3 sacks. He's really coming on this year. He's really coming on for us this year, man. He's been having a big year. It's not a contract year. He got another year with us. He's on a contract for another year, so we're good. But it's good to see the young guys come on like that. Uche, Jennings, Matt Wilson, Raekwon McMill, all of them. They're having pretty solid years for us this year, and we need that at linebacker. We needed that. Uche had 3 sacks. Judon had 2 sacks. I mean that's big. That's big. If we want to go anywhere this year, we're gonna need those guys to be big, and they were big. They were big on Monday night. The rookie running backs they stood out. Pierre Strong, I love Pierre Strong. I liked him at North Dakota State, South Dakota State, one of them. But I liked them there. The rookie backs are playing. Him and Kevin Harris from South Carolina. Both of them are playing good. So I like that both of them, both of them performing. Marcus Jones, like this whole rookie class has played well for us this year. The whole rookie class, they played well. Marcus Jones, Jack Jones got hurt, but Marcus Jones playing good. Jack Jones is looking real good. The two backs, Taquan Thornton, he's been okay, but he did get hurt. He got hurt in the offseason and in the preseason against the Panthers. So that's kind of stunt his growth a little bit. But I think we'll see a lot more for him in the years to come. But so far, so good for the whole rookie class, man. Cole Strange, I didn't even mention him starting. We got rookie players that are playing prominent roles. That like they're playing some good ball for us. Like you talking about the roles, they getting like snaps that most veterans get. But we've had our young players step up, whether it's been via injury or just outplaying the competition. They played some good ball this year for us, our rookie players. The one that's really stood out to me, I would say probably Marcus Jones because he's so versatile. He can play on offense, defense, special teams. Like he had his first interception, and he did a good job on DeAndre Hopkins. Man, I know Hollywood Brown got behind him for one catch. Well, it was dropped, but Hollywood Brown did get behind him a couple of times and whatnot. But other than that, Marcus Jones, man, he's been having an outstanding. He might be in the Pro Bowl. He might be in the Pro Bowl with us this year. Um, and then back on Uche, I mean, like my thing I want to see about Uche is I want to see if he can play more on first and second down, do more in the run game instead of just being like a situation like a sub package role player. Because that's what he is right now. He has like 3 sacks. Well, he got 10 sacks. He had 3 sacks against the Cardinals. He had 10 sacks entirely that game. So I mean, I'm 10. He has 10 sacks. My fault. He got 10 sacks this year. He had 3 sacks that game. His second 3 sack performance of the year from Josh Uche. That is huge, man. He's not even 26 yet. Like he's like 25. So that's real big for him. Judon, my thing with him, he goes missing a little bit when we play up top tier competition. And the past 2 games, he's been kind of quiet, but he came back to being Judon this past week. He had 2 sacks. That's big for us. And then we about to get Christian Barmore back probably Sunday against the Raiders. I get into that in a few minutes, but we getting healthy. Had some injuries. Marjay Stevenson got hurt. He did come back, try to give it a go, but I guess the ankle wouldn't hold up. Parker had a concussion, so I don't expect to see him Sunday against the Raiders. I don't expect to see him. Jack Jones hurt his knee. He hasn't practiced the past 2 days, so I doubt he'd be there either. If you're not if, with the Patriots, what I've known from being a fan, if you don't practice, you normally don't play. But I think the biggest one out of all those is going to be Ramondre Stevenson. It's going to be Stevenson. If we don't have him, it's going to be huge for us. But we do get Damon Harris. Hopefully he's back. I hope so, man, because we need him. Man, so he's always getting nicked up or something. Uh, like I mean, and then back to the Cardinals or whatnot or whatnot. Colt McCoy, I think he played solid. He did throw the pig, and then he had the rollout pass to the tight end that Jelani Tavai, he tipped that pass out. So that was big, and that kind of changed the output of the game. It changed it. So I think it changed the outcome of it big time because they get that play. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we was going in. They was up by a score on us, but they could have got a field goal, but they went for it on fourth down. Cardinals don't got too much to play for this year, so I mean, why not go for it? And that's what they did. If they got that, I think we might be having a different conversation right now if they convert that fourth down. I mean, like I just think overall, and hats off to Kyler Murray, man. I pray it's with him. I know he's going through it right now. Towards ACL reports came out that he did tear his ACL, whatnot. Don't wish injury on no player, but that was huge right there. I kind of hate that for him, man, because I actually thought the Cards were going to have a solid year this year, but it's not. Don't like it's going to happen this year, man, for them. DeAndre Hopkins, I think he had 80 yards, I think, but most of his catches came in garbage time. We kind of did it. We did a pretty good job on him. I think we did a real good job. But I was kind of shocked a little bit because we struggled with Justin Jefferson. Johnson Jones had a rough day against the Vikings, and then we struggled with Stephon Diggs. Where he seemed like when he plays the Patriots, he always has a huge game. So that was kind of rough right there, man. I was kind of shocked that we did a good job on him. Like I said, he got a lot of his catches in garbage time and whatnot. So I don't know if you've seen, but DeAndre Hopkins, it was filmed that him and Bill Belichick was talking on the sideline. So that's something to look forward to in the offseason. Maybe we can sign him. I hope so. I mean, we've had to trade for him, and he has a big contract, and we don't like to pay nobody, so we just have to see about that one. But be interesting to see how we work that against the cap, work that contract around and whatnot. Let's go ahead and look ahead to the Rays and the Patriots Sunday for at 4:25 Eastern. We'll be in Vegas. A huge game. We have to win this game. Can't stress it enough. It is a huge game. Um, Look at the injury report. Like I said, Stevenson, Parker, Jack Jones, they're not practicing. Isaiah Wynn, I don't count on him too much. He's probably not gonna play. We do get Christian Barmore back. We activated him to return. He's coming back. So that's huge. And the way that Uche, Dietrich Wise, Matthew Jr. all been playing, we can just add Barmore to it. That's gonna be huge for us. It really is. This game scares me a little bit because we're a little bit banged up on a short week, going up against the Raiders, a team that knows us. Well, their front office knows us. McDaniels knows us. Um, who's they got a guy from the front office. He know, but they know us very well. They know it as well. So this game here got me scared. So I don't want to give my prediction yet. I don't want to give it just yet. I'm gonna wait to the end of the game. But this one scares me a lot. It really does. I don't know what to think about it, man. I don't. We seen what Devontae Adams can do. We saw what he did last week to Jalen Ramsey, and that didn't turn out well. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happened on Sunday. I think our offense will hold up. The running backs, I think the offense will hold up. We'll do a good job there. Like, and you see when we protect for Matt Jones, I mean, it's kind of smooth sailing. We seen it on Monday. We protected for him. Good performance. When we protect for him, pretty good turnout. So we just have to see, man. We just gonna have to see. But my prediction on the game, I was thinking about it earlier, man. I'm gonna go. I actually think it's gonna be an ugly. I think it. I don't like. I do not like our chance on this game, man. It's gonna be an ugly game for us. I'm gonna go. I think the Raiders gonna win it because we on a short week. We banged up, and people forgetting the Raiders had extra time to prepare for this game. Remember they played last Thursday. They played the Rounds, and they lost. So they coming in. They disappointed. They lost that game. So they coming in disappointed. They coming in. They coming in. They're fired up. So had this game be in New England, I would go with the Pats. My heart wants to go with the Patriots. My mind tells me the Raiders. It's just something about this game. And before the season, I knew we had to play the Cardinals and the Raiders in back-to-back weeks. I knew that, and I said we're gonna lose one of them. Guys. I don't know which one's gonna be. We're gonna lose one of them. I knew we probably gonna end up staying out west too, and that's what we did. So I just think I'm gonna go with the Patriots. I'm gonna go with us. I think we can win it because we got to score. The Raiders defense ain't nothing to write home about. They're not that good. They do have Crosby. They got Jones. Secondary can be had. You can run on them. I think they rank. Matter of fact, let me see. I believe they rank like in the bottom half in the league in total defense. So I do feel like we can run on them. We can gain yards on them. It's just that offense. Then they get Hunter Renfro back. They get Darren Waller back. They're getting healthy and we getting banged up. Not a good combination. It's not. So I think it's actually could be a recipe for disaster for us, man. I think we either gonna it's either gonna be an ugly game for us or we're gonna win it close. It's gonna be one or the other. That's one of the. I don't like how I feel about this game. Maybe when Sunday roll around, my feelings again they'll change up a little bit, but I doubt it, man. I just got a feeling Raiders gonna win it, man. But I'm going. My heart speak with my heart, and I'm gonna go Pats 27-23, and I don't like that pick. I don't like that pick, and I might change those points as the game draws near. But I do not like. I don't like the pick. Just even if I may like Myers, Jacoby Myers is back. I think he hasn't passed concussion protocol. Yeah, I believe he's still in it, but he has been practicing on a limited. Excuse me, he has been practicing on a limited capacity, whatnot. I think he should be back. If we get Myers back, but we don't have Parker or Stevenson, I think it'll be fine. I would rather have Stevenson than Parker though. But Stevenson with the ankle injury is really going. That's kind of it's hurt. It's going to hurt. I think Stevenson had a better chance of playing than Parker because we know how the NFL is with the concussions. You get a concussion one week, you're not going to play next week. Yes, they are. They're not after this stuff with Tour. You're not going to play the next week if you have a concussion. Just we might as well go ahead and book that. You see what Myers? Myers got a concussion on against the Bills 2 weeks ago, Thursday night football. He didn't play last week, and he's good. Probably he should be back this week, but he missed the Monday night game against the Cardinals. But I think if we can get Myers back, I'm okay with Jack Jones. I think we got depth at corner. But if we can get Myers back, I think we'd be all right. And Damian Harris, he should be back. He's limited right now. He should play. No guarantees. He should play, but he's limited. We should be all right. I like what I seen from the Ricky backs though. Like I said earlier in my opening segment, Pierre Strong and Kevin Harris, they can play. And they both of them had two big runs on Monday night. They both had two big runs and they scored. So I like that they can play. I think this is a game where we come out, we run it, and then you got to get the tight ends involved. Because we already gonna be lacking at receiver. Devontae Parker, people don't understand. He opens up a lot of stuff. I know he doesn't have the number. I believe he got like 25 catches for about 400 or 500 yards. It's not much. He got one touchdown, but he opens it up for everybody else. And that's why you seen Kendrick Bourne. He had a pretty big. He was his best game of the year. He had against the Cardinals on Monday Night Football. I think he had like 50 yards. His best game of the year. That was because of Parker. I know Parker got hurt earlier, but Bourne's making play. Aguilar dropped a few passes. But that's Aguilar. Aguilar's hit and miss. He's going to drop some. He's going to make some. My thing with him, he makes the hardest looking ones, but then the easy ones he dropped. So that's what you're going to get from Aguilar. Take what we seen early this year against the Pittsburgh Steelers. He think he had 100 yards that game. He got the pass. I can't think of the corner name for the Steelers, but he caught that pass or whatnot. Those are the plays that you want from Aguilar, but he's not going to give it to you consistently. So that's just Aguilar. Myers, we know Myers is Mr. Reliable, Mr. Consistency. He's going to be consistent. I think Tyquan Thornton, if there's ever a week for us to get him going, it's probably this week because the Raiders defense is not good. That secondary is not good. The run defense isn't good. So if we can get him going this week, it's going to open up so much for Aguilar, Bourne, the running game. It's going to take a look because we're going to need it because Parker's out. And I really think it's going to hurt us a little bit with Parker being out. I'm okay with Stevenson being out because we got a lot of depth at running back. But with Parker Parker being out, it's going to really hurt us, man. Because now teams they probably gonna try to take away Myers if he plays. I think he will, and then they're gonna single up on Bourne and Aguilar because they're not. Let's be honest, teams ain't scared of our wide receivers, so we need some type of threat. Parker was drafted out of Louisville for the Dolphins to be a number one, but has he lived up to it? I don't think so. He hasn't lived up to it yet. He hasn't. Not even he's always hurt. In Miami, he was hurt. For us this year, he's been okay for us this year. I mean, I think he's missed 2 games, but I mean, you remember the Baltimore game? He had a big game against the Ravens, a huge game. Didn't score a touchdown, but I actually thought we could have won that game. But Parker was like the leading receiver for us that game. And ever since then, he's been okay. He scored the touchdown against the Packers when Zappia came in at quarterback. But other than that, Parker, I think he's been solid, man. I didn't expect him to catch 100 balls or do no crazy mess, no Randy Moss number. I didn't expect that from him. I expected him to do what he's done. I said about 50 catches. He's halfway there. Give him about 400 or 500 yards. I think he's close to there, and about 5-6 touchdowns. If we can get him in the end zone more, I think we'd be all right, man. Another thing, Jonnu Smith, man, we paying these tight ends a lot of money. Hunter Henry, he had his biggest game of the year against the Cardinals Monday Night Football. Jonnu Smith, second straight game. I don't think he caught anything against Buffalo. He might have caught one pass against the Bills, But he didn't do anything. He dropped a screen pass, and that's kind of what you're gonna get from John, man. When you paying him all that money, we need to see production because I mean I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator or whatever it is, but like when you're an athlete, you're getting paid that much, you got to produce. I mean it's obvious you have to produce, and John hasn't done that. Man, I'm not again with him. I don't expect him 50 catches, 100 catches. No, he's not no Travis Kelce. He's not that. But you got to give me at least 40, 45. Close to 50 catches, man. Like, and he hasn't done that total. He hasn't done it all. He hasn't come close to it. So we got to get better at that, man. That's something we talk about in the off season. I'm gonna leave that alone for right now. But back to the Raiders and Patriots game. Huge game for us. Can't stress enough. A huge game. We have to win it. I mean, we have to. We win this one. We right now we in the seventh and final spot in the AFC. We win this one. We 8-6. Got to go do. Got the Bengals next. We come back home. Got the Bengals next on Sunday. We get to that next week, but we have to beat this game. We have to beat the Raiders. We have to. I know they don't have much to play for. They're not gonna make the playoff. They kind of have the playoff picture. Well, they're still in it, but they're so far down. They're not gonna be nothing to really worry about. If we can get this win and get the 8-6, all of a sudden we got the Bengals, Miami, and then we got because out in Buffalo. Bills might not need that game. We'll see how things play out next few weeks. But this is a huge game. We have to win this game. Gives us something to go back home and feel good about. Like I said, my gut feeling, I don't feel good about it, but I'm a Pats fan, and I'm a go with my heart, and I think we can pull it out. But I don't feel good about it, man. I really don't. I wouldn't put any money on it. I wouldn't do that. So we'll see what happens, man. This probably might do a couple more shows for the rest of the week. Might do a pregame show. Might we'll see. See how things look or whatnot. But that's gonna just about wrap it up for Ken's for another episode of Ken's Pats Talk. Um, just make sure y'all stay tuned, man, for updates. Follow my Instagram is down there. You got my Twitter. I'll be posting a lot of things there. I appreciate everybody that joined me and whatnot. Actually, the ones that's going to join or if you it late, make sure you like it, share, and make sure you subscribe to the YouTube. All right, appreciate it, man. Go Pats.